This is He Knows Everything, bringing you that heat and that fire. All right, let's talk about it. Deontay Wilder and Telli Swift. Men have to understand one cardinal rule when it comes to women. This is not just a woman thing when it comes to men, but it's also a man thing when it comes to women. Let me say it again. This is not just a woman thing when it comes to men, but it's also a man thing when it comes to women. Let me explain. Let's delve into it. Deontay Wilder married someone who was just too pretty for him. Yes, I said it, and I meant it. You see, we have to get with people that are on our levels when it comes to looks. I've been saying this for the longest. I've been saying this for years. Find your levels and meet your levels. Because when you find your levels and you meet your levels, you won't have to worry about the nonsense. You see, we all look different. And everybody's version of being attractive can basically be in the eye of the beholder. But there are people that are quintessentially attractive amongst all genres of folks, i.e. myself. I'm considered handsome by most women. I'm considered a very good looking man by most women. I'm considered a man that most women find attractive. There are people that are like me on this planet where we have access to a dichotomy and a long litany of different nuances of individuals. But unfortunately, the window of folks like us is a short window. It's a small window. Most people fall into the window where they have to find someone that matches their level. You see, Deontay Wilder had a great situation with his previous baby mama. When I say great, I'm not talking about the relationship was great. I wasn't there for the relationship. I'm talking about great in the sense that she loved him more than he loved him. You see, there's a great pimp. I can't think of his name right now. It's not coming to me. But he made it very clear to not go after the woman that you like more than she likes you. Because you're going to put up with shit that you wouldn't put up with a woman that likes you more than you like her. See, men have to get with women that like them more than they like the woman. You know why? You're going to get complete submission from a woman like that. You're going to get total respect from a woman like that. You're going to get loyalty from a woman like that. And even an attractive man like me, even a handsome man like me, I prefer a 7 with a nice set of racks and a big fat ass over a 9 or a 10 that has all of the above. And the reason why I prefer that is because I don't like headaches. I don't like drama. I don't like controversy. I don't like issues. And I understand that 7 is going to give me a whole lot more bang for my buck than the 9 or 10. See, if Deontay Wilder had that ideology, if he had that mindset with the first woman that he had kids with, he wouldn't be in this precarious situation. See, women like Telli Swift, and there's a bunch of women that's out there like that, they're going to stay on the ride as long as you are winning. See, you have to understand, with them, winner, winner, chicken dinner. Let me say it again. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. But if you're not a winner, they ain't no chicken dinner, meaning they're not going to spread the chicken for you. Meaning there's not going to be the dinner of getting in between, i.e. enjoying them over and over and over again. And that would sound very weird, right? Because most of these women are 304s, as they say today, or they have high mileage, or let's be honest, they've been used and abused and passed around left and right. Because just because a person looks a certain way, you'd be surprised how whorish a lot of these pretty women are and how they get turned out left and right They're no different than anybody else. But the nuance, the dichotomy, the thing that we have to come to the conclusive state of, they are in high demand because of the way that they look. See, Telli Swift was able to get with a Deontay Wilder that commanded the money that he commanded and the money that he generated because of the way that she looked, or the way that she augmented herself to look. Because let's be honest, a lot of the stuff that's going on with her are augmentations. A lot of people get BBLs. A lot of people get, plastic surgery. A lot of people get cosmetic surgery to do themselves in a very interesting way. And a lot of men love that kind of stuff. But the bottom line was, Deontay Wilder knew that the chickens came to roost. He knew what he was getting himself into. But see, what you have to understand is, when you get yourself into those situations, you have to understand that you're going to be held to the standard of those situations. It's just like a woman that you come into the relationship with money. She's always going to expect money. See, the thing with women is, the first impression that you give them, there's a reason why they say first impressions are lasting impressions. Let me say it again. The first impressions that you give a woman, there's a reason why they say first impressions is lasting impressions, is how they're going to judge you from that point on. So if you come in, you put your foot down, you're not with the BS, you let them know this is what it is, cooperate or leave, then that's the standard that they know they have to deal with. But if you started off with tricking them, you started off with just throwing money left and right. And I'm not saying men are not going to spend money on women. That is basically hypocrisy coming from me. All men spend money on women. I'm talking about not in a logical and a reasonable way, but in a frivolous and a stupid way, to where you're just throwing money at the woman because you want to say, hey, hello, I'm here. I'm a dollar sign. I am money. Come and spend me. I am a bank. Come and basically put your debit card inside of me and take out how much you want to take out. Matter of fact, I am a walking credit card. Use me and abuse me. If you have that Boo Boo the Fool written all over your fucking face, then you have to accept the fact that you're going to get played. And Deontay Wilder is not an exception to the rule. Obviously, to get with a woman like Telli Swift, there had to be a lot of brown nosing. There had to be a lot of expenditures. These, Telli Swifts, Evelyn Lozadas, these types of women, we know these women, we know how they move. Gold Digger 101, Gold Digger 202, Gold Digger 303, we know how they move. And men that get with women like this, they know they got to come out the pocket. Why even put yourself in that position knowing that if you ever find yourself in a precarious situation like he did once the Tyson Fury trilogy was over, and then the Joseph Parker, and then the Zhang Zhou, these losses have piled up. And see, women like Telli Swift, they're not going to be with losers. So why did she wait until now to talk about, well, he was beating me up, he was doing this, he was doing that? Listen, she already had her exit plan ready to go at the end of the Tyson Fury trilogy. And she was just telling herself, if this motherfucker keeps losing, I'm getting out the damn door. See, this has nothing to do with what you see on the surface. Oh, she got beat up. Oh, she this, oh, that. Because let's be honest, if these things were what they were, they would have manifested a long time ago. And this is not to say that Deontay Wilder's innocent. This is not to say that he's an angel, because he does have something of domestic violence related back in 2013 in a previous relationship. So I'm not going to sit here and act like he's an angel. But what I'm going to say is this. Why is Telli Swift waiting until this opportune time now to come out and do this, to put out the restraining order? It's because she's preparing her exit, and she needs that amount of time. See, June 25th gives her the enough amount of time to plan her exit, to plot and strategize, and to get out that damn door. Because in her being able to do that, she's able to move on. Oh yes, She's probably already moved on. And all this time of being separate all the way in California, he can't be within 100 yards away. Oh yeah, somebody's in that box. That leg has been open. Those legs have been spreaded for somebody else she deems winner chicken dinner. Let me say it again. Those legs have been spread for someone she deems winner chicken dinner. Because Deontay Wilder is no longer winner chicken dinner. He is what we call loser. And you're never going to get a chicken dinner. Because those legs are now closed for shop. These are the types of women that you deal with when you deal with a type of woman of Telli Swift, i.e. a Jezebel, i.e. what we would say a gold digger, i.e. what we would say a woman that is very dangerous. And we have to be mindful of these things. I've been saying this for years. This relationship was not going to work. Because when you look at it, it just looks like an odd couple. Outside of the fact that Deontay Wilder's a boxer, you tell yourself, if this man was not a boxer, there's no way this woman would be with a man like this. It was common sense. It was so obvious. And then the history of her being on reality TV, that means there was some drama. That means there was already some dudes in celebrity world, popularity, famous dudes that she's already opened her legs for. We already knew all of these things have already passed on. And you mean to tell me Deontay Wilder did not have the intel to know this? That he did not understand that this is what he was getting himself into? See, men have to understand that when you get yourself into a precarious situation, you're going to get precarious results. Let me say it again. When you put yourself in a precarious situation, you're going to get precarious results. So Deontay Wilder has nobody to blame but himself. Because he didn't look at the man in the mirror. He didn't tell himself, you know what? What am I getting myself into here? I'm getting in a relationship with a woman that I have to command a certain level of standard. I have to command a certain level of pressure all the damn time just to even be in a relationship with her. A woman like that's not worth it. So you want a woman that is your peace. Not a woman that you have to worry about putting all of this pressure, this weight, this burden on your shoulders. That's the world that gives you that as a man. When you come home, your woman is supposed to be your peace. Your woman is supposed to be there to take care of you. She's supposed to be there to support you, and she's supposed to be there no matter what. Not when you lose, she finds an opportune way to basically say, you know what? He's a loser. He's been losing. So now I got to get up off this sinking ship and go find me a winning ship. Let me leave this Titanic. Let me not sit there and drown with him, because we don't drown over here. So let me throw this restraining order at him. How could people not see this happening? How could people not see this a mile away? How could people not see that they were an odd couple? I mean, were you that much of mindless tools? Were you that much of dodo heads? Were you that much of folks that had brain full of mush and you were just brainwashed to the point to where you couldn't see things for what they were? It was obvious. Just look at them. Do they even look like a similitude of what they should be as in terms of equally yoked? They look unequally yoked. So it was obvious that that was going to manifest and happen the way it was going to manifest and happen. So we have to be honest with ourselves when we see situations like this. And the legions and legions of Wilder fans, i.e. LDBC, i.e. Bomb Squad. Nobody was in his ear to tell him, man, hey, why are you with a chick like this? Why are you with this reality chick? Why are you with this gold digging chick? You know she's just coming after your money. Nobody was in this man's ear to tell him this. I know I saw this shit from afar, but nobody else saw this from afar. Everybody was willing to just kiss his ass so much to the point that they couldn't tell him the fucking truth. Because the fucking truth is as simple as this. Deontay Wilder should have never put himself in that position to be with a woman like this. And this is why he's going through it. Because now the fact that you're losing, you see, you already have so much pressure of maintaining a woman like this when you're winning. But now the pressure of you losing, on top of the fact that you still have the pressure of maintaining her. Do you understand that that puts somebody in a mental psychosis? It puts somebody in a PTSD. It puts somebody in a schizoaffective disorder type of functioning system. And then on top of that, this man is getting hit with hits. All of these losses have compiled into CTE. So he is concussed. So his level of manic depression is off the charts. So all of these things that she's talking about, that these erratic behaviors, are they really happening? I believe that they are really happening. But I believe the root of it is not just from the mental psychosis of the CTE. It's also compounding. It's compounding interest of him having to deal with a woman of this annoying false variation of, I have to maintain this pressurized standard of being with her. And this is why Deontay Wilder is in this precarious situation. It's not because he's in this precarious situation because the situation is precarious. He's in this precarious situation because he didn't see the foretelling of the precarious situation that was in front of him. Her story before he even got serious with her was telling him this is a precarious woman with a precarious situation. And if I get with her, I'm going to find myself in a precarious situation. So Deontay Wilder, do you want me to feel sorry for you? I cannot feel sorry for you. Because how could you not see this? And it's easy for people to point the blame. People are going to think that I'm pointing the blame at Deontay. Well, I'm not doing that. What I'm doing and what I'm saying is all of the connect the dots was right in front of you. And you couldn't connect the dots when it came to this chick. You are Deontay Wilder. You are the heavyweight champion of the world. You have tied Muhammad Ali for 10 title defenses. So you mean to tell me all of the women that you have access to, you go out there and pick Telli Swift? You don't have to be with your first baby mama. But there's a litany of women out there that you could have been with, minus Telli Swift. And you had to go pick her. Hits are things that make you say, Hits are things that make you say, But in its most cold-hearted, unadulterated, and cutthroat truth-telling fashion variation, we have to sit here and look at the underlying truth. And the underlying truth is as simple as this. Deontay Wilder, when it's all said and done, I cannot sympathize with you. I cannot empathize with you. And I cannot allow myself to understand you from a logical standpoint, because all the logic tells you, all of the deductive reasoning tells you, all of the underlying truths in its most cold-hearted, unadulterated, and cutthroat truth-telling fashion variation in its most visceral form, that this woman was not the woman for you. So why did you even waste your time? So when people sit here and they say, well, Deontay Wilder, he could be with whoever, why not Telli Swift? These are the same folks that would have got done up the way Deontay Wilder got done up. So when it's all said and done, Deontay Wilder, I feel for you. You're going through it. But you know what? What doesn't kill you make you stronger. And if you can make it out of this situation, you will be all the better for it. Sometimes folks are just going to have to get it the hard way. Because a lot of times the easy way may have not been meant for them. So they have to get it a hard way. And if it's meant for you to get it a hard way, then so be it. Telli Swift was your hard way, and now you're learning a hard lesson. This is He Knows Everything. Check it out.